Utilizing reports in Quickbase is a great way to efficiently analyze and interact with your table's data. As applications grow, so do the amount of fields and records within them. While this is inevitable, it does present a problem of your data getting a bit messy and becoming more difficult to interpret from a high level. By understanding how Quickbase reports work, you can easily filter, sort, and group your data the way you want to see it. Today, we'll be going over table reports, which tend to be the most popular amongst our clients. But before we get into that, just a quick introduction to us. We're Juice Technologies. We've been helping Quickbase users like yourself get more value out of their applications for the better part of 20 years. We provide add-ons, plugins, and professional services that extend the native capabilities of Quickbase, supporting you every step along the way. Today, we're using a CRM application that was derived directly from the exchange, and we're going to be going through the company's table. Now, you'll notice that we're in our default report, which just shows all of the records, or a list all, that comes default with the company's table. But maybe we want to parse this down and query this to get more granular with what we're looking for. So I'm going to hit in this top section here next to companies, reports and charts. And you'll notice that it comes pre-filled with a couple reports that you can view and modify yourself. But I'm going to go ahead and hit new. And I'm going to choose table report, but you will see that there are other options here. We'll be covering these all in separate videos, but today we're just going to do table. So I'm going to hit create. Now you'll notice this table report editor where you can start with the name. So I'm just going to call this sample report. The description, I'm just going to again say sample report. And we're not going to show the description on the report page as that may take up too much space. Now, for those of you who are Realm admins or admins in general, you may want to hide this report from certain people depending on their role. So we're going to hit this show option, and you can see that this list report is for everyone, but maybe you only want it to be for users in your role. You could also do users in a specific role, so maybe only project managers or developers can see certain reports, or you can hide it from everyone but only yourself. But right now, we're just going to use users in my role. As you continue to scroll down, the next section you notice is columns to display. Right now, this is just showing the default columns for this company's table. You can change your defaults by hitting that box right there. However, you can just choose your custom columns as well. That would allow you to either double click to add to that right side. This is now your report columns, or you can drag and drop those over. You also have some easy arrows to move these around. So there's multiple different ways to dice an onion there. But as I was saying, we're just going to use these default columns. Now, if you continue to scroll down past the default columns, you'll notice the filters section. So this initial filters is really important, and I recommend that you filter company records or filter table records. And this now says show table records where, and you can change from all to any, but we're going to use all. And let's say we want to use lead status is not equal to other. And know what we're going to use? Blank. Essentially saying that the lead status is filled in. We want to make sure that all lead statuses are there. And we're going to do, let's say, company name is also not equal to blank. We want to make sure that we're only bringing in records that have correct values. Now, you may notice that there's the dynamic filters. Dynamic filters allow you to actually have your end users toggle what they're looking for from within a report. So it's almost a filter within a filter. And we're going to utilize the defaults here as well. If you wanted to do custom, you can decide based off of any of these available fields what you would like to dynamically filter by. Again, I'm just going to use the defaults, but I'll show you those once we hit save in a moment. And you may want to also sort and group. So if you sort or group on other fields, you may want to sort by lead source or lead status. So let's do lead source actually. That might be better. Let's do lead source. And now we're going to sort from low to high on those. There's also more additional options at the bottom where we could hide totals, allow editing, allow viewing, display only new or changed records, table caching information, all of which is custom to you, whatever you prefer. I'm not going to change any of those now, but I will add some color coding. So you can see the default is no color coding. I'm going to assign color coding, and then you could assign based off of a field what you want to color code by. I'm going to do lead source. So now it's already going to fill in all the lead sources for me with some available colors. So I like these colors. I'm not particularly going to change them, but it does give you a color palette here so you can make those however you'd like. So let's go ahead and hit save and let's see what this sample report comes out like. So you'll notice I have a bunch of different companies here, 45 of them, where lead status is not blank and company name is not blank. You'll also notice these dynamic filters on the right here. So if I want to sort by only those that were brought in through direct mail, I can do that dynamic filter and bring this down to only 13 companies, all brought in by that same lead source with that same color code. Again, if I want to clear all, now I have these sorted by lead source, all color coded the way you'd like. This is a basic 101 to table reports. If you found this video to be beneficial and you would like to learn more, please go ahead and like so that users like yourself can get more value out of Quickbase. And if you're interested in staying up to date with future Quickbase tips and tricks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get notified when we drop our next video. I appreciate you watching this today, and I hope to talk to you soon.